All right, YouTube, guys, girls, older people, younger people, everyone in between. What is going on, you beautiful people? Welcome back to another creator chat. We are in the backyard. We have kind of a golden hour, kind of not. It's kind of hidden behind clouds, but it's nice. We have this nice soft lighting. No tea today. We have Kuro down there, and we are going to run it. So today's creator chat, the way I can hopefully help you guys and be a resource to US content creators, individuals, creative entrepreneurs, you guys crushing it and just taking life by the balls and really wanting a different life for yourselves, right? The sun may pop out here and there. So what are we talking about? Or what's the notion? We are talking along the lines, like, I don't prematurely title these videos. I just kind of speak and, enter flow state. That's what I try to do. But it's on the notion of old fears or ways of being or imperfections, insecurities, like just these annoying like ticks and bugs and things that you thought you dealt with years ago, and all of a sudden they're coming back up. Maybe this is jealousies or insecurities or old habits, really just nuisances, right? Maybe it's in your business you're noticing this. Maybe it's in your relationships. Maybe it's in yourself, the way you think. They're just coming back up all of a sudden. And you thought that, like, first off, I thought I dealt with you a long time ago. Why are you coming back up? So I guess I didn't. And two, like, why now? Like, when everything seems to be going so well, and then all of a sudden, like, what the hell? All these things just flare up. It's like acne. That's a perfect example. I used to actually deal with pretty bad acne. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. And it's funny now because I get so many compliments just saying, dude, your skin is so beautiful. And, like, first off, thank you. But no, that's, it was not always the case. Maybe I have better skin now, but there was the opposite, right? And so basically what I'm saying is, I hope this looks okay. Yeah. Basically what I'm saying is, like, it's almost like you deal with acne, it's gone, it's in your teenage years, and now maybe you're an adult or you're older and you have this, like, event, right? And you haven't dealt with acne for, like, months, right? You've been having clear skin for weeks, basically. Some of you guys can relate with this. And it's been going good, smooth sailing, and all of a sudden you have prom or you have this event, and all of a sudden it just comes back. And you're like, dude, for fuck's sakes, like, why now? Like, I thought you were gone, I thought I dealt with you, and when life seems to be going great, I have prom, I have grad, like, why now? So that's kind of the metaphor I'm relating it to with you being a content creator. Your own, it doesn't have to be a physical, like, acne, but your own just insecurities and just things holding you back, okay? Because this is how I'm feeling right now. And that's kind of how I base all these talks. I document, I don't create. That's my favorite quote by Gary Vaynerchuk. So why? Why do these come up? That's what I'm speaking of here. Why do they come up? How do you fix this? What does it mean? What's the benefit? Because David, like, I'm going crazy. Believe me, like, I am too. So I've dealt with this many times in this whole content creation, self-development, whatever name you guys want to give it, this whole 7-year journey, okay? Fears kind of work. So I'm trying to, there we go. Cows, this is going to sound kind of funny, but cows, and I believe other certain animals, but cows have, like, 3 or 4 stomachs. It'll make sense. And they do something called rumination. Okay. So basically what happens is when cows eat and process food, I believe this is camels too. When cows or camels eat and process food, they chew it, they spit it back up, they chew it again, it digests a bit more, they spit it back up, they chew it again, they spit it back up, and they chew it again. So it slowly digests, but it's a very slow process. So it's like chew up until it's gone, okay? And I can't remember why. Maybe they don't have, like, acidity in their stomach or something, so they have to break it down. Something like that. You can search this up. I'm not a cow expert. Fears or insecurities or old habits or old ways of being kind of work in the same sense, except instead of down, it's up and out, right? So for a certain period of your life, you may deal with that old habit, that insecurity. It's gone. Oh, and then the first thing we think of is, oh, it's gone forever. We're so good. We feel so light. And then a few months later, it comes back and we realize, although we feel lighter, it never 100% left. So what happens is you begin to ruminate. It's almost like the same process where It left, but then it comes back. It left, it comes back. It leaves, it comes back. And you basically repeat this process till the fear's gone. And that can take years. Okay? In OCD, or in OCD, in ERP, I should say, the treatment used to heal OCD or things like PTSD, a lot of mental disorders, which is something I've had to practice for many years. In ERP, which is called exposure response prevention, or in OCD in general, or just mental fears. You guys know this if you've been to a therapist or anything. The only way for you to 100% fully overcome a fear, whether this is a rational fear or irrational fear, most are irrational, the only way to fully overcome this is to expose yourself to every single thing that scares you in that fear, in that realm. So if you're afraid of germs, let's say this is going to sound crazy, but let's say there are 90 things that you're afraid of to do. Maybe one is touching this or doing this. In order for that fear to fully eradicate and not enter your life again, you have to go through every single fucking fear and make sure they're all eradicated. If you leave even one, they can all breed again. It's like a cancer. Or it's like, bugs spawning. Like, you have to kill every single bug. If you leave one left, man, like, maybe that bug was pregnant or whatever, and it just, it can still spread. And fears work in the same way. These old insecurities are ways of being, right? And these are all coming to the top of my head. I don't script any of this stuff, would you guys know. So the reason I'm making this is because I don't want any of you guys as content creators or people or creative entrepreneurs, just people in general, I don't want you guys to, because this is how I feel at times, I don't want you to try to not beat yourself up so bad because you feel that it seems silly. It's like, why am I fucking, dealing with this or afraid of something I was afraid of years ago? I'm a grown man. I'm 21 years old. I'm 25. I'm 18. Why am I dealing with shit that I dealt with years ago? Like, what the hell? Like, all my friends seem to be moving forward. Why am I dealing with stupid shit like this? Like, I have no fucking time for this. You gotta be gentle with yourself. Okay? Sorry guys, my camera just shut off out of nowhere. So like I was saying, you gotta be gentle with yourself. And I just want you to know that, before any big breakthrough happens, you will deal with that, right? Life, basically what it does is with your visions, with what you want to accomplish and what you want to attain, it will be impossible for you to ever reach that pinnacle or that ideal, whatever you've set yourself, if you are still dealing with these fears. So what life does, what your subconscious does, whatever name you want to give it, universe, God, yourself, whatever name you want to give it, is you will have to fully purge these fears out before the gold can happen, before you can attain that. Because you got to think of it this way, and this is why you almost got to be thankful for these fears or these insecurities. Seemingly they're coming back. They're not coming back. They just never fully left. So this is why I'm saying it's not your fault. Like, I don't want you to feel like a failure. And like, I really want to touch on this. Like, I don't want you to feel like a failure because let's say you quit drinking, right? Or maybe you're on no fap or intermittent fasting or we're trying to wake up early and then you fail. Like, you do it so well for 2-3 months, you're clear of alcohol or whatever for a couple months, and then you seemingly go back, you relapse, you fail. That's okay. And it's not, it's a very touchy subject, but I don't want to say it's your fault, and it's not your fault. It didn't come back. You just never dealt with all of your triggers or your fears or those insecurities, those ways of it relapsing. So you still have more work to do. It's not your fault. It's not that it came back to you. It's just you still have more work to do. So what I'm saying is that for you to attain that worthy ideal of what you want, right, that version of yourself, you cannot still have these fears in you. So if you can almost be thankful that they're returning, seemingly, you're just dealing with them, for them to fully be gone once and for all, you can then attain what you need to attain, right? I'm kind of ranting at this point, but that's kind of it. Be grateful. As crazy as this sounds, be grateful for these fears returning. And mine, to give you a bit of context, like, I have something called OCD. Again, it's just a label. Don't get attached to things like this. But I have weird quirks and like tics and obsessions, it's called. And the past few weeks, about a month, maybe even 2 months, past few weeks in particular, my OCD's really been coming back. It's been hitting me again. So things are beginning to like, I don't like the stereotypical, because I don't actually really have this, but you have pencils, right? And then you got to make it straight or whatever. There's like 4 of them. So metaphorically, things like that are like beginning to hit me. And I don't know why, because my life seemingly, like I've been telling you guys, seems like it's like I'm not abnormally stressed. This is why I'm confused. Like, I love you guys, like I have the camera, like things seemingly are making a lot of sense in my life right now and where I'm going, where things are going. But I'm coming up to all these like little tiny roadblocks again of things that I thought I conquered years ago. Like, why are they all coming back now? Like, all these weird things. And that's why I'm inspired to make this. Like, and I'm realizing that for where I need to be, the ideals, the goals, the dreams I have, that version of David does not have the fears I have now. Or if he does, they are conquered. Like it doesn't faze him. So I still need to do some work. They didn't fully leave yet. I still have some groundwork, some patchwork I still have to catch up on. Maybe I thought they were gone for good, but that they weren't. And that's okay. Be so grateful and thankful that you're dealing with them now while you're safe. It's all relative, but what I remind myself is, like, thank you, life, God, David, myself, whatever, for dealing with this now while I'm still, at my parents' house, or you guys are still at your parents' house, or you maybe have that job, or you have the security. Like, thank God I'm dealing with this now with the security and not when I'm at that place. Because if you were at that place in your worthy ideal or that your goal, talking to whoever, being wherever, and you dealt with it there, that would be horrible. Like, that would ruin everything. Like, let me deal with it now. Like, this is base work. Like, I'll deal with this now. It's like a dojo. If you're a fighter, like practice your punching in the dojo, not in the major ring. Because if you practice it there, you're fucked. You'll be humiliated in front of everyone. It'd be horrible. So practice it now. So, like, thank you, God, that, like, let me practice this now. Let me deal with these once and for all now, so that can come. So that's kind of the topic of today's video, is not beating yourself up about these old fears or insecurities or ways of being that initially held you back and you thought you conquered them, and they're coming back now. Like, it's okay. They never fully left. You got to a certain point. It's like the rumination. You got to a certain point, they left. But to get to the next point, you have to let go of the rest of them. Does that make sense? It's like you got rid of 80%, and that was able to sustain you for your life X amount of years. But now that you're trying to get to the next area of your life, you got to get rid of that 20%. Maybe it's only the last little bit, but you got to fully, like I said with OCD, you have to get rid of every single fucking fear. All 99. All of them. Maybe you just have a few left. And that's why they're so big, or they're so noticeable. It's just the last bit. So I'm saying this to you guys and to myself. Because really what these are, all these creator chats, I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, these are all just almost therapy sessions for myself. And this is why I love making these. This is almost, again, guys, I don't get too attached with names and labels, so you don't have to worry about this, but, this is to me almost my subconscious, or God, or the universe speaking through me, giving me therapy back to myself. So, like, I deal with these things, and it's like, I want answers. And then by me speaking and entering this flow state on this camera, it's almost like it's life speaking through me and giving me the answers that I'm looking for. And through that, I'm able to document this and hopefully help tons of you guys. So it's a win-win. But that's why I make these, and that's why I don't script them. If some of you guys are wondering, like, why don't you script this? Because you can't script what's coming through your soul. That's fake. That's not real. Soul is spontaneity, right? Spontaneous. So that's it, guys. You guys are all going to be so blessed, I promise you. If all these little old fears and annoyances are coming back now, trust me, you're learning once and for all how to get rid of them. You're learning to accept them and for them to fully purge out and leave once and for all, so you can attain, or you can achieve, what you've set out to do from the very beginning. I promise you. And then the plane comes. I know my life's about to change so much because, anyways, When you're dealing with that, you know big things are coming. You got to see it behind the wall. When you're dealing with all these things, once those are gone, dude, you've got it. You're killing it. You've got that milestone. You got whatever you wanted. Big things are coming for all of us. If you're dealing with these little things, you got to think of it in this analogy, this metaphor, this way of being. Not even an analogy. Like, this is just life. This is how I perceive life. These challenges come up for a reason. Overcome them. You fucking, bro, you are launching. It's like, you ever seen those, like, and I'll finish it here. You ever seen those, like, little pictures or diagrams of, like, miners, and they, like, dig for, like, diamonds or gold, and, like, they have, like, this much left, and there's, like, a whole pile full of them, but they've been going for so long, and they just, like, give up and, like, fuck it. And they were, like, this close to getting all of them. Like, that's where you are. You're just dealing with that last little bit, man. Just fucking dig through it and pop. Like, dude, you're good for good, bro. You got diamonds for fucking miles, my guy. You are chilling. You'll be so fucking thankful that they left now instead of then. So I'm going to finish it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped. I hope this made sense. Again, just something that is resonating with me and hopefully can help you guys. You don't have to take any of what I say as truth, guys, as definitive, 100% truth. I know these talks are a bit more philosophical sometimes and up in the air, but to me, they make sense, and to me, they are truth at this moment. So if that can be resourceful and help you guys, then amazing. If not, though, just understand that what I'm trying to do is to help. Don't take the advice if it's not going to help you at the time. You got to understand that all this is out of love, and I'm not trying to harm, right? But sometimes things aren't definitive, 100%. So anyways, that's it. Thank you guys so much for everything. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm putting out a new podcast. I think I might be changing the podcast name, to be honest. Instead of Forest Talks, I may be changing it to Creator Chats, because I say, hey guys, welcome back to another Creator Chat. And Creator Chats makes more sense than Forest Talks. So I don't know, it's up in the air. But anyways, with that, guys, finish it here. Give it a like, subscribe, share, and do go download, guys, the free creator course intro, the half-an-hour video course, guys. If you're watching these videos and you still haven't downloaded it yet, dude, what are you doing? Like, it's a free half-an-hour course. Go check that out. If you like it, it will help you, period. If you want to download the two others, the internal and external creator course, I would recommend it 100%. But if you don't want to spend money, it's okay. Just get the free one. That'll be like a gift. It'll help. Like, that's it. And yeah, check out the podcast and all that stuff. I'll update you guys I still got stuff to figure out, but that's it. So thanks, guys. Much love. Give it a like. I'll talk soon. Hope it helped. Love you all. Peace.